Hey guys, how's it going? FA Alpha here. I'll also give you guys a quick update on Inquisitor Martyr here, as I did face some new enemy types. As you're seeing in the background, that was a Word Bearer's champion, which is new for me. I haven't faced any Word Bearers in this game so far. I've faced a couple of the Chaos Space Marines and some Dreadnoughts, obviously, but an actual chapter like the Word Bearers I have not come across so far. And I am not sure if that's from the update that they recently did, or if that was maybe a level progression enemy you get to progress your character so far in order to engage. I'm not sure. However, I am excited that they are in the game, as diversifying the enemy that you go against is always a good thing. So in this gameplay, you're going to see my Inquisitor here come across some different Word Bearer types. That there is just a standard Word Bearer Marine, and I decided to go ahead and use the frag rounds on this bolter gun to take out the groups rather quickly. As you saw, the frag rounds are amazing on the bolter gun, as they do quite a bit of damage to groups. Now I go ahead and I switch here and I start engaging them with the plasma cannon, as it has a armor-piercing round on it, or a charge I should say, not quite a round, as it is an energy weapon. So I see another Word Bearer's champion. I'm getting kind of excited because I'm wondering what other enemy types are going to be spotted in this mission of purging the unclean world here. So I go ahead and I start using the rapid fire ability on the plasma cannon here, which is great for bringing down heavily armored units pretty quickly. However, it does heat up the weapon very quickly. So I go ahead and I switch back to the bolter gun. Start dropping these guys. I gotta say that the bolter gun is probably one of my favorites, and it is so universal. The different rounds on it, you can have so many different effects on your enemies, and it just seems to be a good weapon for dealing damage quick. Now with the left mouse button on the bolter gun, it's like a standard slower firing, more precise round, so you're able to hit your targets at greater ranges with pretty much every shot. You don't really miss. The right click button, or the second mouse button, is the rapid fire, and that's basically if you're kind of getting like overran, or there's a mass group you try and drop very quickly. You just go ahead and hold that down and lay waste rapid fire style to your opponents. Now the special abilities of the bolter gun would be the 1 and 2 button on your keyboard. The 1 button for the bolter gun, it's a precision shot to an aimed body part on your opponent. So you can target the head, you can target the right or left arm, and or the right or left leg, and it does mass damage to that area. Now here we're engaging another new unit, a Word Bearer Havoc, and he's got a flamethrower. So while I was engaging him, I was pretty excited to see just how far Inquisitor Martyr is making its way here. And I see there's a champion and a sorcerer, which I'm highlighting. So I was like, alright, some different enemy types. So I go ahead and I drop the Tarantula turret here to give me some support fire. I start engaging him with the rapid fire on the bolter gun here. Punching through his armor with those bolter rounds, reloading and dropping the tribesmen. I decided to target the group in the back here, the raiders, drop them. So now I'm looking at the sorcerer and start using these slower, precise rounds on my bolter gun there to drop them quickly. So now I just basically do a little cleanup here with the frag rounds, dropping these guys pretty quick. And as you can see, my Tarantula turret does have quite a bit of range on it. It's just up close, it has problems engaging the enemies if they're like right on top of it. And I'm not sure if that's a kind of like a feature of the Tarantula turret. Maybe it has some kind of minimum distance to engage, or if that's more of a alpha build issue. I'm not sure, but I do notice it, and in a couple other gameplay live streams, I've noticed that when it gets overran, it basically just stops firing. Regardless, moving on here, trying to find some other enemy unit types, trying to see what else that the developers new core games have brought for us here. Taking out this minor group with those frag rounds. As I said, it's super satisfying to fire a couple rounds and be able to drop, you know, 4 or 5 enemy types there. So here I see something brand new, something that was mind-blowing. Not a dreadnought, but a word-bearer decimator. Now, I had to look up what this thing is. I am definitely a Warhammer fan. However, the decimator was something new for me. So I had to look up what that thing actually was after the fact. But I was excited right now in the gameplay, and I was trying to figure out how I wanted to go ahead and engage it. As you can see, there's maybe 2 Space Marines with them and a whole bunch of other minor units. So I go ahead and I pop off a couple rounds at him, get his attention. He returns fire. The Space Marines start rushing in. My Tarantula turret goes down and starts engaging the Marines. Now I go ahead and start engaging the Havoc Flamethrower Marine here, trying to bring him down as quick as I can. You see right there, we brought him down. So now I'm engaging the other Marine. Now, I didn't realize at this time, but he was firing some kind of area effect weapon, which did quite a bit of damage to me. You notice my hit points dropped pretty quickly there. So I go ahead and switch to the plasma cannon, start engaging him, just tearing apart that armor. You can see his hit points dropping. He goes ahead and hits me again for 640 damage with that area effect weapon. This thing's very, very strong. So I'm lighting him up right now with that auto fire on that plasma cannon. Now right here he has a shield engaged, and that's another new thing that I have yet to see in Inquisitor Martyr here, is a unit with a shield. So I wait for him to drop that, and I go ahead and I take him out. So at this point, I am very excited because I've seen a slew of word-bearer types. You had the Space Marines, you had the Havoc units, you had the Champion, and you had the Sorcerer, in addition to the Decimator here that we just saw. But this is not done. There's still some map to be cleared here. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of fast forward here and show you guys the last unit type that I found in Inquisitor Martyr here. The last new unit type, I should say. Alright, so here we go. At first I thought it was just a regular dreadnought until I moused over him, put my aimer on him, and I realized that that is a word-bearer HELLBRUTE, which is something new for me. And he's also accompanied by 2 Space Marines, word-bearer Space Marines. So I'll go ahead and engage him here. Got the turret rolling, turret's blasting away. I'm trying to take out the minor units around him because I see that mainly my Inquisitor here is torn apart by the units that are kind of in the background. I started focusing on the big unit up front, like the HELLBRUTE here. And the little units in the back are the ones that actually deal the most damage to me over time. As you see right there, I go ahead and I drop him. Now, I didn't know at the time, but he has got abilities. You can see by his health bar, he's got 3 abilities, and these using right there, which is a ramp. I go ahead and take him out right there with that plasma cannon. Great result, as that thing punches through the armor with no remorse there. And then I just do a little cleanup here on the warp gates and some of the other minor units in here, the raiders and whatnot. And with that said, guys, that'll be it for me, and that is a quick look at the new unit types that I found in Inquisitor Martyr here. I am F8 Alpha, and I will catch you guys next time.